What's up, degenerate gamblers? Mad Merrigan here for Coldbeer Sports. Right, not a bad old day. Right, we advised you about a horse, thought it could be very good. Third realm goes and wins the Derby trial. I told you to write him down, back him if you want, back him to place, back him, do whatever bet you want. I said, I'll give him to ye, it's up to ye to do it. So, it's great to see the radar working, picking out a horse in a maiden, knowing he was very good. And yeah, a lot of friends of mine backed him now, anti-post, for a couple of the big races before today, so they're happy. Right, let's not boast, but overall, disappointing. Faster Wren, I thought. Wren very well faster. Unlucky just to get Wren out of it. Would have been nice to get him home, but sure, look, that's racing. We win some, we lose some, and that's why we always bet with our staking system. And yeah, when I give a very, very strong fancy, that's a 3-point win. And when I give another selection, it's a 1-point win. So just remember that. But yeah, we are flying. Listen, since we started this thing, the numbers are through the roof of the profit. So for a level stake bet, it's insane. So I'm going to have all them done up for when the website goes live. But we are in crazy, crazy profit overall. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts over the 7 weeks or whatever long it is, 6 weeks. Right, let's move on from there. The good news is I have some winners tomorrow, hopefully. Right, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 selections. 1 is a horse to follow and 4 are tips. Is that right? I think so, yeah. Right, let's start in Ludlow tomorrow. The 120 at Ludlow by Zante Empire. This horse, Fergal O'Brien trained. Really, really nice debut. Son of Golden Horn. And ran in a race at Newbury. That was deep enough. There was a couple of horses in the mid 120s, I think, in it. Around the 125 mark or 130 mark. So ran a very, very nice race on debut. Would have learnt a lot that day. And definitely a horse that looks like he'll win a maiden hurdle, no problem. So I think tomorrow this horse is going to win by Zante Empire. Yes, it's short. I seen a bit of money coming for it. Now I definitely think it's going to win. He was around the 6-4 mark and looks like he could be pretty talented. Leave it at that. Move on to then the 2 o'clock in Killarney. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃, or however you pronounce it, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃. Paul Flynn, really, really likeable horse for Paul. He's done him very, very proud. He was very good on the flat. He's won a few races for him on the flat. He then went back to the flat after a good run over hurdles and finished a nice second in Cork. I think this horse is primed to win this tomorrow with its profile and just its good run in Cork. On the flat not too long ago. I think, yeah, Keith Donehill does very well for the stable. So I think definitely one to back tomorrow and can probably win the first race in Killarney. Right, I'm just going to give you a horse to follow in the second race in Killarney as well. In the 2:30 at Killarney, 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗵 at 66-1 tomorrow. Look, just a horse to follow. Just put him in your notebook when he steps up and trip down the line in a handicap. Look, if you want to have a couple of bob each way in him tomorrow, just in case, but I would just keep an eye on him, and when he goes handicap and stepping up and trip, he might be worth keeping on side. So that's 𝗥𝗲𝗃𝗵. Okay, let's leave it there and let's shoot over to Leopardstown. So I've gone for a selection here that I really like. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 in the 3:15, the Derby trial. Yes, really, really good race, but at 11-2 I'm prepared to take an each way chance on 𝗏𝗏𝗃. A little bit slowly away on his first run this season, got caught in a little pocket. It was in the race, the favourite tomorrow won, or the 𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗏 won the last day, and I just thought the rub of the green went against 𝗏𝗏𝗃. He can definitely improve. Can he improve enough to beat him? I'm not sure, but he can definitely improve to be closer, and at 11-2 I think an each way bet is fair. He is a son of the great Frankel, so I'm going to give him a chance. That 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 is a much better horse than the last day. That he's a minimum a couple of lengths better, and if he is a couple of lengths better than the last day, that puts him bang there. So 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, Dusty Foley, the 3:15, the son of Frankel, to step up on what he's done and yeah, trouble the favourite. And I know you have the Bulger horse as well that a lot of people like, but I don't know. I'm just going to go with 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. He's 11-2. They're even money and 6-4. Have a few quid each way. Safe each way. Right, and then moving on to my horse, Earl of Tyrone. This is one of my tracker horses. I told you all about him the last day. He was as big as 100-1, and we got the each way money. for those of you that betted with the firms that paid 4 places. And that is one thing I want to make sure, you know, if you are betting in a maiden with 22 runners, you need to be getting more than 3 places. Do not let them bookies rob you. Like maidens with 20 runners, and I think I had 22 runners and an odd firm paying 3 places. That's nuts. Right. 𝗟𝗏 Tyrone tomorrow, son of Australia. I've loved this horse from the minute he fell out of the stalls in Killarney on debut. Just really liked his first run. Yeah, he didn't even get into the race, but it was just the way he finished off in Killarney that day, and I marked him up and said, this is a horse I'm going to watch. He then ran in the 𝗏𝗏, finished mid-division. Then he came back this year and confirmed to me over a mile in Naas or Navan that he was a decent horse when he finished 4th. And then when he ran in the 𝗏𝗏 the last day over a mile and a quarter, he still did a little wrong through the race, you know. He still was a little come and go, and still a little green. Maybe not green, but he just definitely still learning on the job and stayed on nicely. And I think tomorrow he steps up to a mile and a half. Look, I love this horse. I make no mistake. I've been tracking him, been following him. You know, I even had binoculars. I was in the ditch looking into his stable there the other night. Only cotton. But anyway, this is a really nice horse. 𝗟𝗏 Tyrone. He's in a handicap tomorrow off a 𝗪𝗶𝗴𝗍. He's stepping up to a mile and a half, and I think you're going to get a good run for your money. I like him, and yeah, back him each way and shop around and get lots of good prices. Okay, stay following Coldbeer Sports. I have some good news for, yes, we're going to be having a subscription-based tipping site on the website, but I have some good news for this community, for this family of sport-loving degenerates. Right, I'll come to you next week with it. And yeah, we'll get it moving. We'll get the winners. We'll enjoy a profitable journey. And oh, nearly knocked my camera. We enjoy a profitable journey together and enjoy it along the way. Right, stay tuned. The time for codding is over. Mad Merrigan, Saturday night. I'm going to watch the rest of the golf. Look, I don't know how I had a selection for the golf. Patrick Reed each way. I did tip him up on Snapchat before the tournament. I'm not too sure how he's doing. I know he bogeyed the first hole, but he birdied the second today. But listen, anyone that wants to follow my Snapchat, it's Paddy MERR86. I do normally put up some golf tips on that throughout the days. But look, I will be giving golf selections on here as well. But follow me on Snapchat if you want, because sometimes during the day I might throw a selection on it. Right, stay tuned. The time for codding is over. Thanks for all the support, and I hope I can find you more 14-1 winners. All right, peace. I'm out.